Hello, and welcome to Momentum Method with Katherine, a channel where we'll talk about fitness, health, and wellness with a personal trainer who honestly doesn't love working out. What's up? I'm Katherine. The Momentum Method will be a series of workouts, exercise demonstrations, and chats about various fitness and health topics where I make it so you don't feel so bad about everything, and we're just honest, because that's what we're looking for here when it comes to health, fitness, and wellness. My goal is to help you gain and build momentum no matter where you're at in your fitness journey. Whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced, we want to start and we want to keep going. Even when we have roadblocks or barriers in our life, how do we figure out how to keep on going? Breaks are okay, pauses are fine, as long as we just pick up where we left off. My goal for you, through this channel and all of our talks, is to see how easy it is to take care of yourself. Because working out is a way of taking care of yourself. Eating well is a way of taking care of yourself. We brush our teeth, we shower, we do simple self-care tasks like washing our face and moisturizing. And I want you to see that working out should be one of those tasks, just something that's merely a part of your life, not something that's frustrating and extra that has to be added on. Goal is to just make it part of our daily routine. A little bit on my background. I have a bachelor's in science in public health. I'm a former EMT, currently a quality nerd, and I've been an ACE certified personal trainer for the past 4 years. And I'm currently working on a program to become a behavior change specialist. How fitting. All I ever care to do is learn as much as possible and relay that information back to you in the most digestible form. There's no reason this should be difficult. There's a lot of BS out there that makes it confusing. One person says this, another person says that, and it's always contradictory. I believe in science and proven processes and that there isn't any secret to being healthy. And at the end of the day, my belief is that it's less about losing weight and having a skinny hot bod or abs or any of that nonsense. It's just about taking care of yourself. Once you start doing that, the pounds will come off. It's just a process, and you have to give yourself time. That being said, I wanted to segue this little intro into this channel into our first little chat. Happy New Year. If I hear one more person say, New Year, new me, I'm gonna frickin' lose it, okay? It's nonsense. I am all about setting goals, to start the new year or leaving this past year behind us because maybe it wasn't a good one for you, but we don't need a new you. All anyone can ask of you, or all really you can ask of yourself, is for a better me. So instead of saying new year, new me, I want you to say new year, better me, because we're not here to change, we're here to grow, okay? Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Serious. So when it comes to that growth in the new year, which also, remember, winter doesn't really feel like a time to start new things because it tends to be cold and dreary and sad. And so if January isn't your time, that's okay. All of our lives are different. All of our journeys are different. All of our jobs are different. The people we love, the people we take care of, sometimes we can't just start new things because, the year in the Gregorian calendar changed. Okay? More nonsense. But if you are making a few changes because you'd like to grow as a person, like to get into fitness, start working out, start lifting, going on walks, not everything has to happen at once. And I think that that's one of the biggest struggles people have. It's because it's like, okay, I want to start going for walks. I want to start lifting. I want to start eating better. I want to start waking up and journaling and meditating. And I want to start reading before I go to bed. And I want to start going to therapy. I need to work on my childhood trauma. I need to work on my relationships, even my relationship with myself. It's so much. And that's great. Like, that's great to have all of those goals, things that we all need to do. But they don't all have to happen at once. And don't beat yourself up because you can't do it all at once. if you're like me, you work 40 hours a week, then you have to cook and you have to grocery shop and then you have to clean and then you have a dog. But you don't need to do all of these things at once. Pick one or two things that you feel like, okay, this is something I can just step into that feels natural to add into my daily routine, and just start there, okay? It doesn't need to be this flash flood of changes, because that's a good way to drown, and that's not what we want. Even now, I'm a personal trainer whose clients work out more than I do. And that's something I'm working on, because I have days where I'm come home from work and I go to sit on the couch and I'm like, oh my God, I still have to work out. Like, I should have just gone straight to the gym. I guess I can just work out here. But then my dog wants to play and I'm like, look, she's so cute. I can't ignore her. I have to play with her. And then I don't work out. And that's not good for me. Not good for my mental health, not good for my physical health, So that being said, pick a couple things and give yourself a couple weeks to dive into those things. And then you're like, okay, well, this is becoming a daily habit, part of my routine. Let's add another thing in, Let's say, okay, I started reading at night and I started going for a few walks this week. Okay, so maybe let's change up what I eat for breakfast or change up what I eat for lunch, And that's another thing. If you're looking to totally change your diet, doing it all at once is I'm not saying you can't. Everyone's different. But I've seen it from myself and people that I love and clients that they try and change everything at once. Then you're like, oh, I hate this food. And it's like, yeah, because you changed your entire refrigerator and pantry and all that stuff sucks. Like, yes, brown rice sucks. Okay? White rice is superior. We know it. And so don't feel the need to throw yourself into everything. It's a marathon, not a sprint. We're looking for 1% every day. 1 teensy tiny percent where you go and do these little things that will eventually build up into something greater. And before you know it, it's not even going to feel like some huge change or difference in your life. It's just going to become a part of your life. Like I said, I need to work out more, but I've been changing the way I eat a little bit. I'm like, all right, it was Christmas. I ate 7,000 cookies and I need to get back into my meal prep. Okay, so I did it for breakfast this week, but I was like, whatever, I'll just buy lunch a couple days. It's not the end of the world. I love a good wrap from Wawa. Gets me through my day. But then this coming week, I'll make sure I meal prep not only breakfast, but I'll have my lunch too. And I'll continue working out. And I'll continue building that momentum. Because that's what it is. It's momentum. We're building these habits, one after the other, like a snowball, rolling down a hill. We're starting at the top, and we're going to roll. That sounds horrifying, chaotic, but I mean it in a good way. So, we're just building off of what we have. And if you're someone like me who played sports growing up and got into lifting after high school, maybe you got injured, it's okay to just get back into things. And I want you to remember that you're not starting at zero, you're starting at where you left off. And muscle memory is a thing. We all have a base, we all have a foundation, and I don't want you to forget that. So that being said, the takeaway here, write out your list of ways in which you want to grow this year and pick a couple and start there. And don't beat yourself up. There should be no guilt, there should be no shame, because there's no right or wrong answer here. It's whatever works best for you. What can we build into your life? So, thank you for listening. Comment below, tell me what you're looking forward to in the new year or what you're trying to work on, or ask any questions and I will do my best to answer them. Like, subscribe, and please share to anyone you feel needs to hear this as well. I'll see you next time.